So some of you may have wondered, and some of you already know, why is this event called the Cheri Woo Scleroderma Educational Seminar? Who's Cheri Woo? Well, I'd like to play you a short video, and then I'll pass it over for just a moment to former Oregon Chapter President and current board member Liz Orem-Bedel.
And last but not least, Cheri. Come on up here. Cheri is the one who put this whole conference together, and she is the one person who will say, don't make me get up there, I don't want any recognition, please leave me out of it. But she emails me 12 times a day. And then when she doesn't, we have lunch or she calls me. So, Cheri, your efforts have not gone unnoticed. And because of you, look what you have accomplished today. We have learned so much along the way. Cheri said, I don't know how to do this, but I'm going to do it. And by golly, she did. And she learned that all she has to do is ask. She learned not to buy bananas that are too ripe. What else did we learn? We learned that no matter how much you plan, sometimes the doctor just has to go and work with his patients. And if we were the patient, that's exactly what we would want him to do. So that's the way it goes when there's some things you don't control. She said she also learned that when you get the ball started, everyone helps and falls into place with it.
Boy, that touches my heart. I just cannot tell you how much that touches my heart. Whenever I speak of Cheri, I have a little trouble keeping it together. So please bear with me. I've put some bullet points down here on paper so that I don't forget to say the important things. We celebrate today the 20th Scleroderma Foundation Oregon Chapter Educational Seminar because of Cheri Woo. She is the woman who made this happen. Now, if you've never had the pleasure of meeting, hi John, if you've never had the pleasure of meeting Cheri, I just would like to paint a little visual for you. I'm 5'8". Cheri was 4'8". If you saw in that video, it was like Mutt and Jeff, as they used to say. She was beautiful. Have you seen in her photos? She was a beautiful woman with a strong spirit. She looked sweet, angelic. It was a bit deceiving. Her 5'8" and her weight was about the same as my right leg. She was about the size of my right leg. Tiny little thing. The deceptive part was she looked like she could be a pushover, but she was not. She was a strong, energetic powerhouse of a person. She was kind and humble. She was a proud wife to John. She was proud of her daughter, Christine. And she was a very good and dear friend. She, as you might not have caught it, but in that video, she really wanted to take that gift and turn around and leave. And I kind of hesitated in giving it to her. She was giving me little daggers, little eye glimpses that said, I'll get you later for this. And she did. She did not like accolades, but she was the woman who put and was the driving force behind getting this started. She was a fierce scleroderma advocate with the vision and purpose for the scleroderma cause. In our scleroderma world, she strongly believed in awareness, advocacy, and education. With the help of her scleroderma sisters, Donna Stone, who was the ultimate support group hostess, with Maria Ravelli, who was the ultimate event planner organizer, and people like Alice Anson, who was right there to do everything that she asked, Ann Jackson, who also had huge input in everything and always was there. And now we include Denise Bates in this organization and driving cause for this day, and to Christina Fidalgo for being the driving cause to keep this going. Cheri initiated a yearly educational event that includes the cream of the crop in speakers and specialists to answer all the needs and questions and fears that we have coming into this disease and continuing through our disease. It's successful enough to bring us to this day, 20 years later. So we honor our Cheri Woo with a memory brick at the Good Samaritan's Hospital Healing Garden. It's our way to say thank you to her, and I say thank you to the ladies who have followed in her footsteps. And I thank Cheri for creating this vehicle that continues to bring us the most up-to-date information to the people that we love here in Oregon, and now throughout the world, thanks to Zoom. And just, she's missed. She's loved and missed. And that's really it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Liz. I also want to thank Cheri's family, some of whom are here today, for their continued support of our chapter and of the Scleroderma Foundation's mission of support, education, and research. We appreciate you all more than you know, and we hope to continue to honor Cheri's legacy with everything that we do.
I knew I was going to do that. Oops.
And on that note, I think it's about time to get started with our first speaker.